What's up, everybody? It's that guy with movies back here again, and like I promised yesterday, I am going to do part 2 of my DVD collection. I'm off camera again, and this time, today, we're going to be doing D, E, and F. It continues down there to the second shelf. So, yeah, so make sure you guys stay tuned tomorrow for part 3, which is going to be G, H, and I. So, without further ado, let's get started. Because last time we left off with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Now we're going to move on to the next one for the first D. This next one is Dances with Wolves with Kevin Costner from 1990. This one won Best Picture of 1990. So, this is actually a really cool set. I actually think this is probably the longest movie. It's out of focus again. Sorry. 236 minutes. So I think this is the longest DVD I have in my collection, and it's got knocked out of focus. There we go. So yeah, it actually comes in this really neat leather thing. Next up is The Dark Knight from 2008. Just an exceptional movie. Just really, really good. I do have the Blu-ray, which I will show in my Blu-ray collection, but I just keep the DVD in hand. Next one is the sequel, The Dark Knight Rises from 2012. This one I thought was probably better than Dark Knight. I know it's going to be a controversial opinion, but it's just what I think. I also do have the Blu-ray of that one too. Next is The Delta Force, with Chuck Norris and Lee Marvin from 1987. This was Lee Marvin's last movie before he passed away. So it's kind of a cool fact. And it actually, Liam Neeson was in this one, so it's a cool fact. Next is Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes from 1993. With the Pizza Hut. The pizza. So, yeah. Demolition Man with the Snapcase. Next is Die Another Day 007 with Pierce Brosnan and Halle Berry from 2002. This one wasn't really that great of a movie. Just the hang gliding sequence just I'll just put it away after. Next is Dragonheart with Dennis Quaid, David Thewlis, and Sean Connery from 1996. This is an alright movie. I don't like Dennis Quaid, sorry. Next is Dumb and Dumber, the unrated cut from 1994, 1995, I think. Yeah, it's cool. Next is Evolution with David Duchovny and Sean William Scott and Julianne Moore from 2001. This is actually a pretty funny movie. I like this one with the Head and Shoulders and that. Next is a movie I actually haven't seen yet, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close with Tom Hanks and Sandra Bullock. This is actually the only movie on Rotten Tomatoes to actually be rated rotten and be nominated for Best Picture, so that's kind of a cool fact, actually. Oh, we got a funny one next. This is Fanboys from 2009. Just a really, really funny movie about a guy that got struck with cancer, and they're taking him to see an early copy of Episode 1 at Skywalker Ranch. Next is The Fast and the Furious from 2001. This one's pretty good. It's obviously not the best of the Fast and the Furious movies, but I still liked it, though. Next is Too Fast, Too Furious from the sequel from 2003. This one was alright. I know it's a lot of people's least favorite Fast and the Furious, but this next one is probably my least favorite Fast and the Furious movie. This is Tokyo Drift from 2006. This one is the Eco Case one. This one, we got Fast and Furious, the other sequel from 2009. This one was alright too. Next is Fast 5, the extended version from 2011. This one is probably my second favorite Fast and the Furious movie. Just really, really good, just action-packed all the way through. And finally, this is the last of the Fast and the Furious movies. This is Fast and the Furious 6 from 2013. This one's probably my third favorite Fast and the Furious movie. I saw it a long time ago. I can't really remember it, so it's that one. Next is a real classic, Ferris Bueller's Day Off with Matthew Broderick. Just a really great movie, just really funny. And the last movie on the shelf is Finding Nemo from 2003. This one's actually a pretty good Pixar movie. I would recommend it if you haven't seen it. I know a lot of people probably have seen it. Just put the camera down so I can put Die Another Day away. There you go. Now we go down here. And this first one is Firewall with Harrison Ford and Paul Bettany from 2006. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And another James Bond. This is another James Bond classic, For Your Eyes Only from 1981. It's pretty cool. This is the Ultimate Edition, I'm guessing. I'm not too sure. And then the last one on this shelf is The Fugitive with Harrison Ford from 1993. Just a real classic. I really like this movie. It's just really suspenseful. So that's it for this shelf. Now we're going to go over to the other shelf and see what I have for D, E, and F on there. Okay, so now we're on the other shelf. So let's see what I have for D, E, and F on here. So the first one on this shelf is The Da Vinci Code from 2006 with Tom Hanks. This one's an alright movie. I like this one, so it's pretty cool. Next is the Die Hard collection with Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Harder, and Die Hard with a Vengeance from 1988, 1990, and 1995 respectively, and it also includes a bonus disc as well. So it's pretty cool. Die Hard, one of my favorite action movies of all time. Next one we got up here is Dr. No from 1962. This one's pretty good. Pretty cool bonus features on there. This one also has a booklet inside there. So that's actually a really nice touch. It's Dr. No. The very first James Bond movie, actually. Next is Empire Records, the Remix Special Fan Edition, which is kind of the extended cut from, what's this from? 1995. This is a pretty good movie. Instead of running 91 minutes now, it runs only 107 minutes, so gonna have that. It's still in the snap case too. Next is Enemy of the State, the special edition from 1998. This one was a pretty suspenseful movie. I really like this one. Next is kind of a funny one, Ernest Goes to Camp from 1987 from Touchstone. This one's pretty good. And next one is a real classic, Escape from New York, actually from John Carpenter from 1981. That takes place in the future, so classic movie. Next is another Snapcase. This is Executive Decision from 1996. This is a pretty good movie. I know Steven Seagal wasn't really in it. There he is right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Just trying to focus. There we go. But still in the snapper case though, so that's pretty good. Now we're on to the last row here. Next is, out of focus, Face Off with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage from 1997. Just a really solid action flick. Really cool. I guess if you like John Travolta and Nicolas Cage, yeah. Next is First Night. I know I showed this one in one of my hauls, but I still haven't got around to watching it yet. I actually looked a little bit more about this movie, and it does seem good, so gonna have to check that one out. Next is another classic, The Fly. David Cronenberg's The Fly from 1986 with Jeff Goldblum in it. Really nice 2-disc edition, too, as you can see right there. This is actually collector's edition, spine number 20. So, just classic movie. And then we got The Fly 2. Not directed by David Cronenberg, as you can see right there. Not a very good movie. What's his name? Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum is in this movie. Instead, it's Eric Stoltz. But these sets, I really actually do like these sets. They have a ton of bonus features on them. So, yeah. So, that was the D, E, and F stack right So that's about all for this DVD collection. Make sure you stay tuned tomorrow for the letters G, H, and I on both shelves. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and friend me on Snapchat for more updates. So, make sure to follow Thriftfix Crew as well. And that's about all I have to say. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.